Gold or silver, which one should you bet on for the next decade? The answer might surprise you. Gold and silver have always held a special place in India's economy and culture. Gold is seen as a timeless store of value, while silver plays a dual role, both as a precious metal and an industrial commodity. But with technology and policy shifts, silver's role is rapidly changing. In this video, let's compare the growth potential of silver versus gold in India today. Industrial demand dynamics. One key difference is industrial use. Silver is a major player in modern technologies. Solar panels use silver for conductivity, and India's target of 500 gigawatts renewable energy by 2030 is expected to drive demand. Electric vehicles, EVs from batteries to charging stations, silver is embedded across the EV ecosystem. Electronics manufacturing, mobile phones and semiconductors rely on silver for circuits and soldering. In contrast, gold's industrial use is minimal. Nearly half of India's gold demand comes from jewelry, and the rest is for investment and reserves. Valuation metrics, GSR. The gold-to-silver ratio tells us how many ounces of silver are needed to buy 1 ounce of gold. Historically, the ratio averages around 50. But as of September 2025, it's around 78, suggesting that silver is undervalued compared to gold. If the ratio reverts to the mean, silver has more upside potential. Market size and volatility. The global silver market is much smaller than gold. This makes silver more sensitive to demand shocks. During commodity booms or green technology surges, silver tends to show larger percentage gains compared to gold. However, this also means silver is more volatile. Supply-side constraints. India imports almost all of its silver, mainly from Mexico, Peru, and China. Reports suggest a multi-year structural deficit, where global silver consumption exceeds mine production. This supply gap is expected to keep silver prices under upward pressure in the future. Domestic demand trends in India. Silver imports into India rose from about 6,000 tons in 2019 to an estimated 8,500 tons in 2023. At the same time, gold imports actually declined. Silver jewelry and industrial demand are growing in India, driven by rising incomes and urbanization. In contrast, gold demand remains relatively stable, focused on traditional uses. Investment landscape. Indian investors now have multiple ways to invest in silver. Silver ETFs regulated by SEBI. Digital silver through fintech apps. Physical silver in bars or ornaments. Silver futures on MCX for traders. Silver mutual funds that track ETFs. These options make it easier for investors to gain exposure to silver's growth potential. To summarize, industrial demand. High for silver, low for gold. Policy tailwinds. Silver benefits from India's solar and EV missions. Volatility. Gold is stable, silver is riskier but with higher upside. Valuation. Silver appears undervalued compared to gold. Retail demand. Gold is saturated, silver is growing. Conclusion. In India's future growth story, gold will remain the traditional hedge and store of wealth. But silver's role is changing. With renewable energy, electric vehicles, and industrial growth, silver is positioning itself as the metal of the future. For investors and policymakers alike, silver could be a dynamic part of India's economic narrative.